Song Yadong headlining. I totally did not see that coming. I don't know about you, but Chris Gutierrez, I think, is a very fun matchup.
I don't like that group, right? Like the Tanks, the Haneys, the Garcias, the Shakur. I never thought it would be these two that fight first, man. I knew it would come one day, but I did not think it was going to be these guys.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Hurt Business Podcast. I'm one half of the host, Ferris, and I'm joined today by
Josh. What's up?
big fights this weekend. Dev the Dream, your boy, moving up to 140, challenging Regis Prograis for a strap at 140. Big fight there. Song Yadong is headlining a fight night against Chris Gutierrez because fucking why not? We're just passing out at main events these days. Anybody want it? Anybody could get it.
Hey, listen, it's a fight night, man. Like it's not like it's a UFC main card, bro. It's not like it's a pay-per-view or anything.
How is this ahead of Khalil Roundtree and former title challenger Anthony Smith?
Because it's all about it's all about the headlines, man. Song Yadong's got like insane KOs. Chris Gutierrez is a vet in this game, so it's a good story there. You know what I mean?
Could say the same thing about Khalil Roundtree.
Absolutely.
You see that oblique shit there, man? I've seen that clip like 4 times already this week.
Way too many times.
Come on,
for my liking, way too many times. That was disgusting.
Yeah,
but yeah, lots to talk about in that realm. You want to start, man? UFC, boxing, wherever you want to go.
All right, man. Let's get UFC out the way because I'm definitely more excited to talk about Devin Haney and moving up and all that.
Yeah.
What that means. So let's go.
So we do have Khalil Roundtree versus Anthony Smith, light heavyweights coming in for a clash. I think Khalil Roundtree was supposed to fight a couple weeks ago. He was supposed to fight somebody else. I can't remember. But I guess that fight got pulled, and then they threw him on this card. So he finally got him a slot on here against Anthony Smith, which is this is a huge opportunity for him to crack the rankings, man. You know, really put himself on the map again. A lot of people don't know, man. Like, this man has been knocking people out for a minute now, bro. Like, aside from, his popular oblique kick knock KO and his soccer kick KO, which was insane too. Like, he's really been in this for a minute. He's really been doing this for a while, man, through different weight classes. So Khalil's been around for a minute, man. A lot of people know once he went to Thailand after revamping his style, he was just a completely different fighter, completely different guy. And I feel like that's like everybody that goes to Thailand, man. Like they kind of like try to find themselves, their style again, and then they just adopt that style out there, and then they come back a completely different fighter. And Khalil is you could say he's a success story of that so far. So I'm looking forward to this fight, man. For both guys, I think this is going to be a great fight. You're coming for my kids. I just had
I knew it. I knew you were gonna do it, dog. I knew it. My kids,
my
wife.
You're attacking my family, man.
Yeah,
my kids alone.
No way he pulls that out this fight, right? No way.
100%. I think he's doing it for the memes, bro. I think I think Khalil will laugh. We'll all laugh. It'll be funny.
Khalil, he doesn't strike me at least as the type of person to get distracted by that sort of shit.
But yeah, definitely these days. Like, I feel like he's so focused in there now, and it's so crazy. Yeah. It's so crazy how hyper focused he is, and I think that's what I love so much about Khalil's style is he's so razor sharp focused in there from so many different fighters. Like, we watch a lot of guys, man. Like, he's one of the guys that, like, I'm so intimidated and, like, I'm always on the edge of my seat because I'm like, what the fuck is this guy about to do? Because he's so focused in there, and then he pulls this crazy shit off. So, man, what do we think is going to happen, man? Like, how does this go down, man? Because, like, Anthony Smith is no easy walk in the park, man. Let's be honest. Like, as good as Khalil is, and, Anthony's kind of towards that ladder trajectory of his career. He's been losing a couple fights. He hasn't been very successful, And in the later half of his career. He's still a tough opponent, man. Like it's not like he's just like some slouch in there, man. Like this is still Anthony Smith,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
What do
But I
we think
just mean,
happened?
like, I don't know. You're only as good as his last fight, as they say, and like his past 3 fights haven't really been that
Yeah.
good for him. So,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I've kind of written off the Anthony Smith hype train.
Damn.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Or I
No
don't even know
chance
if
in
hype
no chance
train.
in this fight.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a chance, right? His jujitsu is way better than Khalil's Roundtree. So, like, if it
For
touches the ground, like it could be a dangerous, dangerous world for Khalil. But
yeah,
every fight starts on the feet.
does.
Anthony hasn't really like shot, like tried to take it to the ground against any of the strikers recently. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I just see a clear route to victory, and Khalil gets his hand raised.
What do you think? A decision, submission, knockout? What are we thinking?
I don't think Anthony Smith makes it out the final bell, man.
Wow.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's
Khalil, I think
surprising, man.
you spoke a lot about it. Like the dude is fucking dangerous,
Very dangerous.
dangerous, and he can put Anthony's lights out. And I'm not. I just see it happening in so many different ways. It could be a body shot, it could be a head kick, it could be
Mm,
just a punches. It could be so many different things, man. And I just think the Khalil's trajectory right now is headed one way, and I don't think a guy like Anthony Smith will hold it.
yeah.
What do you think?
No, yeah. I think Khalil is definitely my favorite in this fight too, by margin. Um, I just think Khalil has a very distinct style that is going to be a lot of problems for Anthony Smith. The range for one, I feel like Anthony Smith is going to have to deal with for a majority of that fight, especially towards like the later rounds where Khalil is just hacking at his legs, man. And man, Anthony Smith is like in this recent fight, man, he hasn't been really checking those kicks well, man. So like in Khalil's, like I said, he went out there in Thailand, bro. He's kicking dudes now, man. He's frying legs up, man. 2 or 3 of those, it's over, bro. So it's like I don't know. I see him. I see him getting those legs fried up, man, pretty early, and then I see a good shot coming from Khalil, man, up top, which is crazy to say because he's put 2 dudes out, recently with the leg kick, right? The soccer kick and then the obliques. So I don't know, man. I think Khalil's style is just going to be a lot of problems for Anthony Smith. I think he has the perfect style for Anthony Smith. But like I said, it's I'm not counting Anthony Smith out. I think that if this fight somehow gets to the fence or gets to the ground, Khalil's going to have some problems. But Khalil is big. He's physically strong, man. Like he shrugged some dudes off on the fence. I was very surprised recently, man. Like his last fight, he on the fence a little bit, shrugged dude off, bro. Obviously, this is Anthony Smith, very different scenario, right? But it's like he has a physical prowess to him, man. Like he's very well versed. He knows what he's doing. Um, and I think with his range and like his style, I just don't think he's gonna allow Anthony Smith to get that close, man, and really get him on the ground and have him hunt for those submissions because that is like he knows that he knows he's gonna be better in that round. But yeah, I think it's a clear win for our boy here, Roundtree, man. I think he gets a KO. I'm gonna say late round 3. I think he'll get that
Ooh,
KO.
ooh.
Vegas is claiming that shit early, man. They're claiming that shit round 1,
I
which I
mean, do
don't
you
see. Which
blame
is
him?
not in the it's not in the realm of possibility.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
mean,
like,
one guy clearly has big power, and the other guy is a declining.
when was the last time Andy Smith got knocked out? Though that's the thing.
Yeah, I mean,
So they're putting a lot of stock in Roundtree here, man. A
too
lot of
much.
stock in him.
And,
No,
and,
I wouldn't say too much. I would say
you know what people usually say, right? When Vegas is heavy in on something,
they know something's going
you got to go against it, G.
on. You're going Smith?
I'm going Smith first round K easy.
Dude, that's like a plus 4,000, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Hell nah. But
Imagine he
like,
just clips him, bro. Just slumps him. The one dude that betted on that, bro. Put like $1 on it, bro. He's gonna be fucking rich.
Yeah, dinner's at Encore this weekend.
Yeah. I
All
wouldn't
right.
mind sprinkling $1 or 2 on like some dumb shit like that. Like that's the whole fun in betting anyway. It's like what if it does happen, right?
Yeah, but then you bet $1 on like a plus 1,300. Then you just win $13, and it's like, what was really the point? You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a band in 300. What do you mean?
If you put 100, but are you betting 100 on these like?
Yeah,
Oh,
nah,
you said a bill. A bill meant see, a bill in my world is $1. You meant a bill like 100
yeah,
beans.
I'm putting a bean on that, bro.
My fault, my fault. I forgot I was talking to a big baller
Ah,
shot
relax,
caller.
relax, relax,
My
relax.
fault, bro. My
But
bad, my
anyway,
bad, my bad.
anyway, you're going. What round though? What round though? Let's make it fun. I'm
I'm gonna
going
go.
three. I'm going late, round three.
I'll go two.
Two? Okay.
I'll go
Yeah, no,
two.
that's fair.
And
That's
I
fair.
see, I see.
Has he gotten a round two? Has he gotten like a mid round? Yeah, he put dude out in the first round with the oblique click, right?
Yeah, that was early, and that was at the Apex as well. As I just add in there, but I see
Oh yeah, good
Anthony
point.
Smith circling the outside, saying, "My kids, my kids," and a whap right up the middle.
uh yeah, yeah. I think this is his time, man. He's gonna do
Yeah,
work.
yeah. All right, all right. We've talked about 11 minutes at this point about Khalil Roundtree. Now he's gonna beat the shit out of Anthony Smith. Wishing both guys the best. Obviously, Anthony Smith. If you get it done, what a crazy, insane night it'll turn into because neither of us see it coming.
No, yeah.
Speaking of see it coming, Song Yadong headlining. I totally did not see that coming. I don't know about you, but Chris Gutierrez, I think, is a very fun matchup. Man.
Yeah.
It's a fun matchup because for me, Chris Gutierrez has been in some fun fights. He's won some fun fights, and he's anytime he's signed up to fight, and he's it's always entertaining. And you could say the same thing about Song Yadong on the other side, the seventh ranked bantamweight in the world,
Yeah.
who was on the wrong end against the world class of the world class. Some of those top five guys.
Yeah, it's not really saying much too, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. It's a guy who could have won those fights against those top level guys under
Yeah.
different circumstances, a different night. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you what, man. If I'm Chris Gutierrez, I'm gonna try to keep my ass moving because I do not want to sit in the pocket with a Song Yadong.
No, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Nah, yeah, this is an exciting fight, man. I like this matchup a lot. I think these two present enough power to put each one of these guys can put each other out. I feel like
For
it's very
sure.
apparent. These guys have immense power, man. Like just watching, like uh, just going back to like when Chris fought when he fought Frankie Edgar, which is not
Mm,
really saying much. It's
mm.
Frankie. Like he's been
At
on the
that
later half of
stage,
his
too.
career.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just look at that kind of shit. I'm like, dude, this guy is animal. The way he put him
Mm.
out was scary looking, and other guys too. So it's like the power's there, man. And of course, Song Yadong, man, like his last fight was crazy against Ricky Simon, and that was like probably one of my favorite fights from him of recent. Just because I feel like that was like the full display that we got of Song Yadong. We got to see him in trouble. We got to see him on the ground. We got to see him defend the takedowns. He defends so many takedowns from a high level guy, and he came out on top with a with the TKO, man. Like
Mm.
he finished that fight strong, man, and that was a really really fun fight. And that was like the full display of him, and I was like, yeah, this kid is he's gonna be a real problem at 135. So that was really exciting to see. I'm glad we got to see that early, and now he's fighting a real contender, man. He's fighting a real tough guy, um, a guy that he's not gonna be able to put out easy. A guy who's you know or he could, like I said, both these guys both have that power to knock each other out. But I think that we're going to see uh, a lot of back and forth, a lot of feinting, a lot of waiting and distance management. This is a 5 round fight. I think Song Yadong is going to be very, very careful with this fight, man. Like this is like his moment. Like he beats this guy, like those names are coming at him now. Like they're
Coming
already.
back.
I feel like they're coming at him already, but like this is like a name. Like this is a name for him. So he has to beat this guy. And of course, Chris, he's still young too. He's only 32. Um,
Is
he's
that
gonna.
young?
It's young enough for the sport. It's young enough.
Yeah, I got like good another like 2, 3
Come
years.
on, man. Relax,
How old is Anthony Smith?
dude. He's pushing 40, I think, right?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, but that's different, man. That's completely different. These are bantamweights, bro. These are little dudes, bro.
How old Frankie?
Fred, yeah, all right, bro. Come on, man.
Wow.
I rest my case. Uh, yeah, this is gonna be exciting, man.
Yeah.
I think Song Yadong is. I got to root for my guy, man. I think he's gonna come out on top, man. Um, I think he's gonna get a early KO though. I feel like an early KO is coming, and it has to come, bro. Like he's gonna steal the night. He's gonna end the night off well. He's gonna put his name on the map for good, and then those names are gonna start racking in, man.
Mm,
We're gonna start seeing him with those 135ers, man. Those
mm,
big names. So
mhm.
I'm excited for dude. I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna get a KO. I'm gonna say round 2. I see a KO coming for
Wow.
sure. I
Song
think
you
it's
dong?
coming. Yeah. I think his
Love
his
it.
power is insane, man. You can't
It
not.
is.
You bet on Song, you got to do a KO, man. You got to do a
You
Don't
gotta
be
do
doing that
KO.
decision shit, man. Go hard or go home.
Mystic Joshi, second round KO.
I'm sprinkling that too.
All right, man. Let's save them because I want to see these slips actually posted. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
Song you
you might not
dong,
see
man.
me if you
Some encore dinners next week.
might be an
Song you dong,
encore.
man. The fight you didn't mention of his that I thought was my favorite, although he lost, was that Corey one. That fight was
Good
so
fight,
fucking
man.
fun, man.
It was a good fight. Yeah,
He hit Corey with some shit in that one, and Corey just being a dog, staying in it, and
yeah,
like that was stopped by doctor stoppage in between rounds because fucking Song had that slice that
yeah,
was caused by an elbow, and Corey was pouring it on. I mean, that was such a fun fight, but
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. Big stage for Song Yadong. That's why I think, to your point, he needs to show out in this one because like main card, main event, like we're all here to see you, big dog.
Hmm.
You got to perform here to get those big top 5, top 7 names.
I
And
agree. Yeah,
that's gonna be what's next for him.
yeah.
My head is telling me Song Yadong, but I would love to see a Chris Gutierrez win, man.
I agree.
That
He's
would
a
be
good guy,
so
man. He's such a
fun.
likable guy too. He's so humble. But it's just song. I think it's song's time, man. I think it's. I
It
saw
could be
everything I need. I saw everything I needed to see for him in that last fight.
in that
With
last
Rick.
one.
I saw everything I
Yeah,
needed to see, man.
yeah. I don't know.
He was
You were kind of
well.
hyping up that fight. I thought it was kind of a stinker.
No, I mean like it wasn't the best fight ever, but I'm saying like it displayed everything I needed to see. Like if this guy was ready for like a guy like Chris, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
but like,
he had everything in that, bro. He displayed everything in that fight. Like there's nothing more. Even if it stunk, it was still good. Like as far as a performance. And
yeah.
then
I
he
mean,
got
he
the
won.
KO at the end. Yeah, he knocked him
I
out
don't
at
know.
the end.
I don't think I gotta look this up. I think it was an
It was a good fight, man. It was a
uh,
stinker because Ricky Simon was being a stinky boy, bro. He was shooting like 30 takedowns, bro. So you're not wrong. It really was a stinker because of him.
being a
But
stinky boy.
he's been a stinky boy. Yeah, look, bro. 2 for 9 on takedowns, bro. Stop, bro.
Oh, it was a KO. You are right.
Yeah, bro. I remember he
Yeah,
KO'd him at the end. But yeah, I was like, he had everything, bro. Like he had the takedown defense, which we really never saw Song get like pressured like that. So I think I thank Ricky for that. You know, it brought another beast out of Song, man. He can hang with the best, man.
yeah.
He
He
can hang
could.
with these guys on
He
the
could.
fence, bro.
He
I'm
could.
excited, man. Especially at 135, man. There's some dangerous guys that fight on the
Fun
ground.
division. Yeah, for
Fun
real. Fun
division.
division. Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
You need grappling in any division, but these guys are special with the grappling at 135. So
That's right. That's
you
right.
got to get up there with him.
I
But
would
I
love
think the Kung
Song
Fu Kid's
Yadong.
doing
Huh?
it. I think Kung Fu Kid's doing it, man. He's getting the knockout.
Kung Fu Kid, Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, me too, man. I think he's gonna win. I don't know if it's by KO. I would love to see a Chris Gutierrez win, but again, my head is telling me Song Yadong, so that's ultimately my pick today. Although, like, this is the first fight since Song Yadong got kidnapped. You don't think that's gonna play at least a little bit of a factor in this one?
Yo, stop it, man. Just
No.
stop it, man. You're corny for
All right, man. Fun
that.
card this weekend. I know you. There's some guys on this undercard that you're excited to watch. Anybody you want to talk about?
There's nothing exciting on here.
Man,
No,
you
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
yeah, I know.
They got Tatsudo. They got Tatsudo Taira up here.
You love talking
Um,
about that guy.
I do love talking about him. I don't know, man. I feel like they're taking way too long to build him up. Like you already hyped him up. Like get him a top 10 already. Like he's
Whoa,
ready.
whoa,
Nah,
whoa.
he's not ready.
Isn't he like 17?
He's not 17.
How
He would
old is
even be. I don't think he'd be in the UFC if he was
Yeah,
17.
yeah. I know 23. Yeah, slow down, bro. You don't want to like rush him up the ladder and then he gets starched and he's never the same again.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I think they're doing good. But next, like, this is another like really low position on a prelims fight night. Like, next one gotta be like headlining the prelims of a fight night. Like,
Like
you gotta like let's move this band up. Let's keep
I'm
this kid
tired of
active.
him. Tired of him starching these dudes in like the early cards, bro. Like people got to start knowing who he is, man.
That's right. Anybody else on
I think
your
he's starching, buddy. Nah, that he's. I'm gonna be attendance for him. That's about it.
Mm, mm. For me, the
Yeah,
fight right before the co-main, Nasrat Hakpar, yeah, Nasrat versus Jaime Mularkey.
Oh, Jaime. Yeah, I forgot he's fighting. You're taking
Yeah,
Jaime. That Nashra kid, man, he was like super hyped at one point.
yeah, he's
This is
good.
the German
Nasrat's
kid,
good.
right?
Now he's the Moroccan dude.
No, but I think he lives in Germany.
Oh, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, like, I think he's still hype. But like Jaime Mularkey, like, when was the last time
Yeah,
that guy was in a shitty fight?
he's
It
German.
doesn't exist.
Yeah, he's German, bro. Yeah, he
Yeah,
lives in Morocco, but he is German. Okay.
yeah, it just says Morocco right
He's
here on the
super.
UFC website.
He's super like mash. He has MA in his bio. What the fuck?
MA.
Oh, Morocco. Yeah, I'm bugging.
Yeah, you're
No, I
bugging.
just look at his Instagram bio. It's just MA. So I'm thinking with the little point.
Comma.
No, like the little pole with the dot. Like yeah, you know,
Oh,
it's
the
like
pin?
the pin.
Yeah.
I just seen MA. I was like,
Come through.
dude, he's super like popular, bro. Like on Instagram.
For sure, bro. Everybody like outside of the USA, like you're no matter what country you're from, like if you're in the
Oh, he's
UFC,
like
like you're known.
yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying.
Like
This
that
dude
dude
has like
Ponzinibbio, you know what I'm talking about? He's like
yeah,
the fucking
yeah, he's
president of Argentina.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's nuts. It's nuts. It's just the USA. We don't love these guys the way we should. Somebody
Yeah,
was talking about that in an interview this week. I can't remember who it was,
dude, his
but
posts are crazy, bro. He's like 100,000 likes a post, bro.
yeah. Anyways,
He's
yeah.
super
Jaime
hyped.
Mularkey, a fun bastard to watch fight. He's the co main. Don't want to miss that one. That's all I got for USC this weekend. Uh
Luana Santos, you want to talk about?
nah, I should be watching though.
oh, oh god, I had to cut that one
All
off.
right, man. Let's transition now into the best part of Saturday night for me, the biggest
Yes,
fight of the
sir. Yes,
night,
sir. Yes, sir.
the biggest thing. The dream is moving up, and he's fighting arguably one of the baddest dudes
Two of
at
my favorite,
140 right now.
two of
I
my
know.
favorite guys in the game.
I know you're excited to talk about this because you've been hyping up Regis for a minute. And like anybody who's
I've
ever
been,
listened to this show knows how you feel about Devin Haney.
bro, I've
So
been
now that they're
hyping.
fighting, dog, like what's
Yeah,
going on?
yeah, this is like a fever dream for me, man. Bro, I've been looking forward to like, bro, because it's crazy because like I never thought this would happen. Like, I never thought this would be out of like that group, right? Like the Tanks, the Haneys, the Garcias, the Shakur. You know, I thought like out of those guys, bro, I never thought it would be these two that fight first, man. I knew it would come one day. I did not think it was going to be these guys first. I never thought this would be out of like that group, right? Like the Tanks, the Haneys, the Garcias, the Shakur. You know, I thought like out of those guys, bro, I never thought it would be these two that fight first, man. I knew it would come one day. I did not think it was going to be these guys first. And I think that's how fast. I think it's because of how like quick Devin Haney became an undisputed champion at lightweight. I think that's probably when I thought I was like, okay, this fight definitely has to come up soon because Prograis has been working, man. I remember, bro, we used to cover Prograis fights, man. I used to do like little 10-minute segments on him, bro. I remember he fought some Irish dude, bro. It's some fucking stupid ass card, bro. And like I
Weak ass promotion in like
yeah, bro.
Africa. Yeah.
Bro, like, starch dude with like one hand, bro. Like you just wasn't trying against him. And then he was on like he was on that bullshit like celebrity boxing card too. He like knocked dude out unconscious, like just like crazy shit, man. Like I've been talking about him for so long, but he just does not have good promotion, man. I don't know if he's like a free agent or something, but or at that time he probably was. But like now he's with the big boys now. He has a promotion deal. Um, and so now he's really working, man. So now he's getting these fights, man. He got a strap too, so it's like it's just so perfect timing, bro. Like Devin Haney being done with the lightweights and moving up to like 140 now. So I guess it all played into the cards of both of these guys. And the cards for me as well as a viewer. Like I love these guys. Like these are two
Mm.
of my favorite guys in the game right now. Like I love their game. Uh, Regis is for people that don't know why I like his style so much, is because he's like I don't know how to describe Regis. Like he's very meticulous in how he fights. He's very calm. He doesn't fight like anybody else. He doesn't have a style like
Mm.
anybody else. He's very unique. He's very calm. He takes his time and then he puts dudes out, bro. Like how can you not love that, man? He takes like it's just beautiful work. And obviously everybody knows why I love Haney, man. He's the defensive king right now in
Mm.
boxing. He's got some of the best defense in boxing at 135, 140. People can say whatever the fuck they want about Shakur. I think Devin Haney's the king of defense right now. I think he's got that down pack.
Mm.
Um, shout out
Mm.
Haney.
Mm.
Shout out the boys, man. Shout out to Haney. Shout out to Haney. I'm just waiting for you to say so because I know
Shout out,
Shakur is your guy.
shout out the Bay, man. Shout out Oakland, man. Big, shout out
Nah, but
Vegas, man. The tree, man. Big wild
nah,
card
but
boxing, man.
yeah.
Mm.
Nah, but yeah, before we get into it, man, let's talk about that one-on-one, man, with Chris Mannix and those two
Okay,
guys.
okay.
What did you think of that, man? Like seeing them in the room together, bro. I'm gonna be honest, man. I know, like I always say, like I love Prograis, man. Like he has this like way of him, bro. Like the way he presents himself is just so funny to me, man. Like he doesn't take
Mm.
these guys he takes these guys serious, but like he's all about the jokes, man. He's like he's not gonna come in here and like act like he's some big bad tough guy. Obviously, he's gonna talk his shit like, yeah, I'm gonna knock you out, yeah. But he's all about making the jokes, man. And I think he really
Yeah.
brought out a side in Haney that like we've never seen. Like everybody's been so serious about Haney, do like, yo, like I'm gonna stop you, this and that, blah blah blah. But Prograis is like they were talking like they were like brothers, bro, almost, right? Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
it was so nice to watch that, bro. Like just seeing them joke around. The shit talk was nice too, but like I loved that moment, man, where they were just like facing each other. They were talking about dudes they knocked out and stuff. And Prograis was like, man, name the people you knocked out, man. You can't name them. Like
Yeah.
that shit was so funny to me, man. Like I just love the whole humility aspect of the whole one on one. But like, let me know what you thought about it. What you think of that?
Nah, bro, I loved it too, man. It was definitely an interesting dynamic between the two fighters. Like there was definitely a tremendous respect between the two in the camps. Although
Crazy
they were bickering back and forth, it was definitely a lot of respect there, right?
for sure,
But
for
at
sure.
that moment where he was like, "Named all them dudes you knocked out," I'll say, "I'll wait, like list them out." And Devin like had no answer. He just started laughing.
Laughing, dude. That's what I love, man. Because he knew, man. He was just like, yeah, we're joking around here, man. Like I get it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. But in a
Devin
weird
Haney's not
way,
used to
like Regis is somehow like a whole decade older than Devin Haney. Just like
that.
sneakily, it doesn't really
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
that way, but it's kind of like little brother, big brother.
Exactly, man.
Which
Got it.
leads us to like the fight conversation and how this fight plays out. It's like, is Regis, who's clearly the bigger guy, the power puncher, the older brother, is he gonna be the one who's just gonna march forward and walk through Haney, who we all have questioned his power in the past. We all have wondered how strong is he? Can he defend himself on the back foot? You talked about how good he was defensively. I agree. He is spectacular. And I didn't come to Shakur's defense there because not really happy with Shakur at the moment, man. I'm not. He had a
Do
real
tell, do tell.
he had a stinker in his last one.
It was a stinky fight.
It's stinky, 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 smelly fight. And it's like I like not I'm not expecting guys to like look great and flawless every time out, but like I'm
Yeah, no, yeah,
definitely not expecting you. Like I definitely don't want to see guys deflecting and making excuses and not like owning
yeah,
up to shit too.
yeah.
So that's why I'm a little salty at Shakur. Still my guy. I still think like on a good night,
Phenomenal
he
fighter,
beats the shit out of a lot of these guys. But
yeah.
today we're talking about Devin and Regis.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
We're talking about power versus defense, puncher versus boxer. This is like has classic written all over it.
it does. Yeah.
And I know for a fact, Regis like strikes me as a guy who's not going to take it easy on Devin. He's not going to. He understands Devin is like the next big thing. He's the dream. He's like America's next big sweetheart in the boxing world. They're trying to
Yeah,
paint him as the next like all these things. He
yeah.
understands that. And I don't know. Part of me's like that must be like fuel to his fire. Like I'm gonna sit here and really pounce on you. Like you're not like this is my chance to show people like I'm the guy. I'm America's sweetheart. I'm the dream. That's just some kid that thinks he can box.
Hmm.
And so I'm pumped, man. I think Regis is gonna put on a show, man. I love Devin too. Like as months have gone, as his fights progress, Devin grew on me so much, and I'm definitely a fan of him too at this point. Not gonna lie, but
Yeah,
I
they
don't
got
know,
to bring
man.
their best. They got to bring their best. I don't want to see. I don't think you want to see a one-sided show. I don't think anybody does. I think we both want to see these guys bring their best, man, because they like. And obviously, like it's weird for me because I have a natural tendency to just vote for Haney every time. You know, um, he's had some stinkers too, man. I'm willing to admit that he's had a stinker against Lomachenko.
Was that a
Or
stinker though? That was pretty good.
it was a good fight, but it was a bit of a stinker, man. I feel like he was just getting hit with those combinations too
Yeah,
much, where he didn't need to be. He could have stayed on the outside too much.
right.
Um, Haney has like a thing where I feel like he gets too confident and too bored being on the outside sometimes. I feel like sometimes he's beating these guys up so easily on the outside. He gets a little bored, man. He starts taking risks and he's wanting to knock guys out. It kind of reminds me, it's a weird comparison, but it kind of reminds me of like Sky Bennett, the female boxer from the UK. It kind of reminds me of her. She's very similar. She loves boxing on the outside, and then sometimes she'll just go on the inside and just and take a risk that she doesn't really need to take. Sometimes I get it. It's like it's boxing, man. Like you want to like go for that knockout. Like most people want that, bro. They want to put a show on and make it exciting. So I understand that aspect, but I feel like Haney does that too much, man, and it puts him in some weird situations, like it has in the past with Lomachenko, Linares. It's happened with what's his face. He's like not. He doesn't even exist in my category of people anymore. That's how irrelevant it was, and that was like the biggest fight of his life. What's Buddy's name again? The Australian. That guy don't even
Kimbozo.
exist. Cambizo, whatever. Bambino, like he like completely, you know what I'm saying? Like he does it all the time. He's done it consistently throughout his most recent fights. Um, so that's where I'm just like a little scared, man. I'm hoping Bill addressed that and drilled that into his head this fight, man, because this is by far the scariest power puncher that Haney is going to face.
Hmm.
In a weight class I'm not gonna say he's not familiar with it because I think this is Devin Haney's natural weight class, 100%. Guy looks like a zombie every time he's trained at 135. He looks like a fucking zombie. I think this is his natural weight class. Um, but he still hasn't boxed dudes in this weight class,
That's right.
professionally. So I think that I'm hoping they address that, man. I'm really praying because I think Devin Haney can have a very, very easy night with anybody in the ring if he boxes on the outside. It's going to be a boring fight if he does that, but I feel like once he starts taking risks, he gets a little sloppy, and
Yeah, yeah,
Regis is going to count. Regis is going to
yeah,
capitalize on that, man.
yeah,
He's going to, bro. Um, but Haney, he's very serious about his legacy, man. Like I don't think he's going to be stupid in this fight. Like I said, I think Bill has finally addressed that. Um, and for Regis, man, I feel like it's always going to be an uphill battle. I feel like for Regis in a fight like this because he's going to have to come to Haney. Haney's not going to come to him.
yeah,
Regis in Regis style naturally. How is he as a fighter? He's always calm. He doesn't push that much. He waits till like 4, 5, maybe 6, and he really starts pushing it. I don't know about that, man. In a fight like this, waiting 6 rounds to really get going. I feel like you got to start establishing that power early and really making Haney work. Um, yeah, because Devin Haney's fight game, man, his late fight game is lethal, man. Like
yeah.
once that jab is established, which Haney gets established pretty early, once he figures out your range, usually by round 2, I'll just say an estimate. Usually by round 2, Haney's rolling at that point, man.
Mm,
So I feel like it's gonna be hard, man, for Regis. I feel like he's gonna have to be unpredictable, which he's very good at doing. Regis is a very unpredictable fighter, which is another thing I love about him because he doesn't show all his tricks early, man. He's very like what's the word? Like help me out. What's the word? He's very like orthodox, I would say. Which is another thing to mention. Southpaws, man. Devin Haney against these Southpaws, man. He's a little scotch against him,
it's a
man.
big
So I'm
one.
like, that's what I'm saying, man. So it's like there's a lot going for Regis here, man. I think this is like
Yeah,
um especially for Haney, man. Like Haney doesn't have the best defense against Southpaws. He's shown that. Like I said, these guys I've already named. He doesn't have the best defense against him. But that's because he takes these risks, like I said. And being at 140, you can't fuck around.
yeah. You
With a
cannot fuck
natural
around.
140
Yeah,
pounder, too, man, he might hit the canvas if he fucks around.
yeah. You can't fuck around. You can't fuck around. And he fucked around a little bit too much with Loma, especially like as
Agreed.
the fight went on. The taking risks part for me is what I wrote down because it was such a big thing where it felt like he was almost trying to prove to himself that he had power.
That's what I'm
And he was
saying.
putting himself in bad spots, trying to unload with overhands that like what isn't really a Devin Haney thing. That's not usually what he does. So to
Gets
me, it's like
bored and he gets
if he's
bored
moving
and
up, if he's like gaining, but like get bored, bro. You got to get like
yeah, you got
don't
to get
get bored.
comfortable in
Get
there,
like
man.
you're that's where
Yeah,
you excel is in that
yeah,
position. If you get bored there, then like you're not going to be the great boxer that everybody thought you were going to be.
exactly,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? But like that's the thing. Like he cannot put himself in those positions. He has to stay on the outside. He got to box very sweet. But on the other hand, Regis also had a stinker in his last one, which has to play a part in why this fight was made so fast. You started with that. Like this fight
Yeah,
really happened like this. Like Devin just fought for undisputed at 35
I
like
agree.
a few months ago, and now he's moving up to fight a world champion. Why do you think that is, Josh? It's because Regis like almost lost his last fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was a little sketchy in his last one, man.
Sketchy, sketchy.
Very sketchy, man.
But you look at it, he just signed with the promotion, you know, his like homecoming, New Orleans, his big fight, you know what I'm saying, in front of all his people.
Yeah,
That has to take a toll, that has to distract you. It has to do a lot of it. I'm
it
making this point to
does.
say they're fighting in the Bay.
Yeah, but
They're fighting in the Bay. Do you know who's from the Bay? Do you know who was born in the Bay?
he's born in the Bay Fairs.
The Dream.
We
Devin
know,
Haney.
man. We know, man.
So like
It's hometown advantage for sure, but it's
no,
like
no, no, no. The opposite, dude. It worked it worked against Regis in his last fight. What if it works against Devin?
I don't know, man. I don't look into that too much. The way I look, if we're going into like
An angle.
those, if we're going into those kind of angles, the way I look at it is These guys have had some sketchy fights for sure.
Yeah.
But Devin Haney, bro, this guy has fought a current or former world champ in his like last 8 fights.
Yeah.
We just can't say the same. I'm looking at that angle too. I'm like, he just has raps with these champions, man. So like that, like we gotta put that in the fact too, man. Um, yeah, I mean, here's the thing, man. Um, I think we said enough about both of these guys in that light. I think going into like how this fight plays out, I think I think Devin has a very clear path to victory. Regis has the puncher's chance. I think that's how this goes down. I don't see Regis outboxing him. I think Regis catches Haney, makes Haney second guess his jab, and I think that's where it can all end for Haney in a situation like that. We've never seen Haney in that situation, so that's why I'm calling it a puncher's chance here. It's kind of hard to decide that with a guy who's never been in a situation like that. Regis, just love the guy. Doesn't do well against movers, man.
Yeah.
Just doesn't do well against guys who move, man. He just doesn't, man. And Haney's, like I say, he's the perfect candidate for that, man. He moves all the time. His incredible jab, his defense is impeccable. And then, like I said, Regis is not a step forward type of guy. I mean, he's not a type of guy that comes forward and steps against you. So he's got a lot going against him, man. And I had to really take that into account. But yeah, it's tough, man. And then, like I said, he's the type of guy that doesn't like to get going until later rounds. So
who you
that
got?
could play. You think that could play into Regis's favor too? I feel like if Haney's standing back and Regis is standing back, I feel like that may probably make Haney want to take some risks. No.
Yeah, but I don't want to see Devin taking too many risks against Regis though, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta be safe because otherwise your ass is sorry, you know?
Yeah. But to take into account like the whole boxing world right now, people are very, very shocked that a lot of people are not going with the Rougarou, man. Like
With the Rougarou.
yeah, man. I think he's
Are you not going with the Rougarou? Because that's where I feel like you are.
I'm not going with him, man. That's my guy, man. But you can't bet against a pure boxer like Haney, man. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
He's too smart, man. I think he's just the perfect matchup for a guy like Regis.
Yeah.
I think just the perfect style to counter him. You know.
Agreed. Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough. I think the size is gonna play a factor. I think Regis has a bit more than a puncher's chance, though. I think Regis boxes well, although he's clearly the more powerful guy in this matchup. He boxes really really good. It's not on Devin's level, or hasn't showed to be that well, but like I feel like Regis has been in the game long enough, so he's seen guys like that. He went 12 rounds with a Josh Taylor, ultimately lost the decision, but was able to go 12 rounds. And Josh is another good mover, big puncher, you know. So yeah, it's gonna be a fascinating matchup, man. Like 60% of me is leaning towards Devin, but like 40% of me is leaning towards Rougarou. I want to choose Rougarou, I really do, but I feel like the safe bet is the dream.
Yeah.
The safe bet is the dream, but ultimately, like Rougarou's is not the one you want to fuck around with. The guy can punch and move, and he can do everything. So a questionable matchup for Devin. Like if I'm moving up, I would assume you want to take a warm up fight or somebody to ease you into the weight class and prepare you for these world champions. But he said, "Fuck that! Give me your top guy, the guy." And so like that's huge respect there. Another thing that I don't think Devin gets enough credit for is like what young guy like Devin is like racking up. Yeah, racking up these belts, bro. Just think to nobody else is doing this. This guy's undisputed, defended it, and now is moving up to a different weight class to become a world champion and get another belt. Nobody else is doing it. So
Crazy.
I think Devin's is one of one right now in his age group. So
Yeah,
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 that's my breakdown, man.
yeah. I'm leaning towards Haney too, man. I see no reason he doesn't win this fight cleanly, comfortably. But like I said, if he doesn't address that late game, man, it might be clips for him. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. He might see mats because even in the JoJo fight, like JoJo's not a huge like I'm not looking at JoJo for power punching, but like he was just taking unnecessary hits late rounds against that guy when he was clearly winning the fight. Lomachenko, Cambosis, like Linares, like he takes these unnecessary risks late game. I'm just hoping Bill has like just fucking screw that in your head, bro. Stop doing that shit, man. Get the win. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Haney's like he's got knockouts on his resume. You know, he wants to get a knockout. He wants to seek a knockout. It's natural in boxing, man. You want to knock the guy out. I get that. But it's like when you have the clear path to victory already and it's over, like just
Take
take
it.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Take it.
mean? Don't take the unnecessary risk. There's no point.
Yeah,
Haney
it's
has
stupid.
longevity in this game anyway. Like he doesn't get hit.
Yeah.
I want to see a statistic of how many times Haney has gotten hit in his boxing career. I guarantee you
Yeah.
it's like
I bet you the most time he's ever got hit was in his last one.
definitely.
You know?
All late round too. All late round, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
I
discipline,
see
discipline, Dev.
I see him rallying an easy victory, all the way to 12, man. I think he'll be digging. I think he'll be digging deep, but I don't know. I think relatively speaking, it'll be easier for him if Regis fights how I think Regis is gonna fight, and if Haney fights how I think he's gonna fight. But if not, Haney does his bullshit late rounds, mats, easy mats, bro. Because
Mm.
this guy knocks everybody out. You know what I mean? So it's like it'll be tough, man. It'll be tough. But I think Haney's smart, man. I think he'll be smart. I'll give him 8 to yeah. I think Haney's gonna get a comfortable 9 rounds. I think we'll get a
Damn.
comfortable 9. Yeah.
Damn.
I think
I
we'll
don't know.
see. I think we'll see Regis get. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't think it'll be a clean slate. I think I want to give
Yeah.
Regis a little bit more credit than that.
Yeah, I think you don't sound like a
But
Regis
I think a
Pro
9-3. But I think a nine
advocate
three
at
is.
all.
I think a 9-3 is fair for
Yeah.
like.
I'm seeing like a 6'5", like one of the judges going
Wow.
Regis's way. Like I'm seeing one of those, bro.
Well, I mean my cards. I'm not going because you know the judges be on bullshit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I
Good
think
point.
Haney gets 9 out of these 3, maybe even more,
That'd be a great night for Devin if he's
or
able
9
to
out of
pull
10.
that many. Like I'd be really impressed, man. Just because, like, again, Regis is not a walk in the
Ain't no
park. He's like
nobody.
the
People are
toughest matchup at 140,
people
bro.
are
Like I think I
disrespectful, bro.
stand on that, and that's on business.
Bro, they're disrespecting him, bro. You be seeing these,
Crazy,
bro. You see these comments, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
crazy.
Stop playing with this man, bro.
Stop it, man.
Stop playing. Haney can easily see the mat on Saturday, man, and people don't realize that. I hope he doesn't, man. I'll be honest. I'm more of a Haney fan than I am a Regis fan. I like both of these guys, but yeah, man.
There it
Yeah, man.
is. There
Regis
it
is a little
is.
another thing too. Regis has been a little. I'm not gonna. I'm just based off of last fight. He looked a little slow, man. I don't know. He was a little slow
That's
in that last
and
fight.
that's why Bill and Devin were like, give us him right now. I think because like his last one wasn't that good. They seen something that they were like, now's our time.
Yeah.
Regis is 34. Like, what happens after 34? 35, 36, and then like at some point, so
Yeah.
maybe great timing. Like maybe in like 2 years from now, we're looking back like, damn, they really
Yeah.
jumped in at the perfect time. But it also could be like, damn, Devin got dropped 3 times. What?
Mm-hmm.
So there it is. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for listening to a podcast. If you made it to this point, check out the fights. Subscribe to us if you're watching on YouTube. Like the video, share with a buddy. Rate us 5 stars if you're on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Follow us on Instagram at DHBpod _ at the end. My brother Josh, thank you for the time, bro. And
Thank you, bro.
catch you soon.